Welcome everyone to the channel. Thank you to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Give me just a few moments to set up really quickly. I do want to pay attention to some of the chats. Give me one moment. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm just trying to set up here really quickly and moving around, transportation, just moving around constantly as a travel photographer. Trying to get set up to do these live streams for you guys. It's not time consuming. It's just trying to find the right space for it when you're traveling, like nice calming quiet coffee shops, or sometimes even a library. And some libraries don't offer like private rooms to like rent for a couple of hours, which I do prefer, and a lot of libraries are starting to do that, but some libraries are not up to date. But yeah, just want to pay attention to the comments. Just let me know where you're from before we get started. I see you guys in here right now. Just let me know where you're from so we can have like a community-based conversation with each other instead of being secretly. But yeah, I want to talk about part 2, how you can make money as a photographer. And I know you see a lot of YouTube videos with a lot of people are explaining why you will fail at photography, and the reality is that to me that's more like clickbait and more of a scare tactic. This is just my opinion, but to me I just think that title just scares people, and the reality of it is that you can make money any way you want in photography. Just because you don't have a space in the photography foundation here with a number of knowing faces or names, or for other photographers know you by your work, doesn't mean that you have a space somewhere. Like I said in part 1, was more like me telling you that even the mom and pop shops need someone to take photos of their products. So if I were you, to start off small, work your way big, and respectfully more photographers will come to you respectfully because you are a particular person that started this basically by themselves and work their way up from top to bottom. Now keep in mind, when you do get a little bit big-headed, I'm going to say the key word big-headed in photography, don't ever forget your place and where you came from. So keep that in mind. But as I was explaining to you guys in part 1, I had tweaked my website, so my website is up and running. So if you guys want to check out some of the tutorials, you can. Some of my work, everything's in order now, everything is touched up. You can easily go to my social medias right here, no excuses whatsoever. So please do subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and make sure that you guys leave a comment and let me know where you are in the live chat, because I see 2 of you guys in here and I really want to start off having a conversation about how to make money properly. Now I tried to get Windows, Microsoft Windows to actually come up, but it just comes out really weird on OBS. OBS needs to be tweaked out quite a bit. But I want to stress a fact that making money is based on your decision, and I'm not going to stress over things in part 1. I want to kind of correct and explain myself from part 1 into this part, because I do want to talk about the Z7 camera, because I'm going to say some things that might offend Canon, and Canon's going to hear it out, because a lot of people are also doing the exact same approach to Canon, like, hey, why are you stepping backwards? But anyway, the purpose of having a website and having to present your work, and this is the way I would do things. You may want to do things off my style and tweak it based on your needs, but for me, portraits, street and cityscapes, time-lapse theaters, nature and landscapes, and night photography and astro are all in one category. So I'm trying to work out where everyone can see all the work I do. So that's multiple categories in photography. So making money in photography is based on which one you make money the most out of, which one you can make prints out of, like say landscapes. A lot of people can sell great decent prints if you know how to do it in camera. Just saying. Some people just fuck up and screw up, and I'm going to say the word fuck up because we all do fuck up. But when you're taking portraits, you kind of don't want to fuck up. You want to actually have adequate lighting, even as natural light or using strobes or speed lights. But with that said, I just want to make sure that you guys have an understanding that there's a page on my website where you can go and you guys can check out how to understand the whole lighting situation, especially using key lights or strobes or speed lights. I say key lights, speed lights and strobes. All right, so you guys could do that. You can check that out. So let's talk about pricing. Now, on average, if you're starting out and you're doing portraits, okay, or graduation headshots or graduation pictures, I would say start off around $50 to $75 and work your way up to the annual standard price, which is $150 an hour. That's based on your niche and your skill level. Do not say, I'm going to charge you $150, but I don't know how to do this. Don't do things like that. If you're going to charge $150, make sure you give your client top quality work for the headshots or portraits that you did. Now, this is why I'm breaking it down for you quickly, because I do have packages based on hourly, but I do on my own verbally change contract. Now, I was going to show you guys a contract, but like I said, Microsoft Word is not working correctly, and I was going to show you how it's all legalized, how the client has to read the contract, and if the client doesn't agree to the contract, you don't have to do the work. Yes, you might itch for that money, and I know your hands are itching for that dollar, but what is better, taking risk or being smart about it? So, and trust me, I take risk and I got burnt in the ass for it. So take it from me, got robbed, got stuck up. You know, people do shit like that. This is the world we live in today. And photographers are easy targets, especially on a job. So when you actually are owning a small business, you kind of want to actually make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings, or have an assistant around or someone that can back you up and help you out in a situation. Because when people see people making money, this has happened in photography, people rob people. That's the reality of it. So making money in photography has all these risk factors, but all these good factors. So don't look at it as all about money. Look at it as security. Look at it as in positivity, educational. Look at it as, is this going to benefit me long term? Is this going to help me develop a skill to share and do workshops with others so I can share my work? But most people don't want to do workshops. Some people do want to do workshops when the time is right. I think fall, around this season, fall season is great for like those autumn workshops. The colors, the reds, the yellows, it's great. But I don't want to go too much on the subject, but also want to show you some more work, but that I skipped, that I want to show you guys so you guys can have a better understanding how to do and how to make money, how to capture things. But with that said, thank you for listening so far to this live stream. This is just ways I have dealt with working with clients and dealing with situations and traveling around quite a lot and going in and out of countries and making sure that I'm able to make money in other countries and follow the laws. Like in Australia, you cannot make a dollar because you're not an Australian citizen. So therefore, you're not an Australian citizen. You can't come in the country and demand that I want to make money. No, do it. You got to go through legal status, meaning go to your consulate, go to your embassy, say I want a work visa, I want to contribute, I need to make money. If I'm going to be here long term, I need to have some financial way of making money. But that's based on you. See, I'm just in advance when it comes down to traveling and editing photos that suit my photography. Now, I'm more of an anime person, to be honest with you. Growing up in Japan, coming in the States, going to Paris. I'm more of an anime person. I see things kind of like animation style, if I put that correctly. I don't see anything like analog. Well, I do see things analog, but for me, it's just that photography means a lot, especially for someone's mental health. A lot of people don't understand, as someone that went to school for studying mental health, photography helps relieve stress. Photography helps you kind of cope with how to gather and talk with individuals, either individually or together in groups. So you be more vocal, me making this content for you, me making this video for you, me trying to be more vocal to you and make more sense, is me trying to communicate and develop a better pattern in my art, in my craft, in photography. It's speaking in front of people and being more not afraid anymore. But then again, why I'm not showing my face on camera? Well, technically I'm in a location and it's not a good lighting, so I don't want to mess up this video with all this beautiful coloring, so therefore, but why is this on the other page? God damn it. Okay, so guys, sorry I was let you guys on that page. I thought I switched over. OBS is just not perfect at all, so I want to switch over to some of the work I wanted to show you that I did. Not this one, not this one. So you guys gonna, where is it? Here we are. So when I do concerts, okay, so when I do concerts, no flash needed. Use the light, open up, but then again I open at 5.6. it was tons of light, so I'm using Sigma 1835, which is a crop sensor lens for a crop sensor body. And when I capture bands like the Rod Scuff Terps that I actually did photography for in Madison, it's like I can do better and work on trying to understand my surroundings a little bit better. I lost my train of thought there. But what I was trying to say was that when you are at concerts, try to work all angles as possible, so the client is satisfied that you got this angle, you got this angle, you got this angle, you got that angle. You even got an angle from above, which I don't know how the fuck did you do that. Surprise your clients when you want to make money. Surprise them. Make sure that you give them something they will not expect. Like, wow, that is dope. And the feedback is like, yeah, I hit that. And you can go home, you can edit the photos, you can just get your grind on and make sure that you do. But which other photo that I want to show you? Like doing simple low-key light shit like this, right? Just doing simple low-key photography like this, using speed lights and using grids and using gels. You can take 2 speed lights and create something amazing. And people don't even have to know. People assume, did you use a strobe? Did you use a speed light? What did you use? How do you get the light to be so focused on the face? How can you like get that silhouette light to hit the back and not be so exposed? How can you do that? How do you edit your photos? And this is why it's important. It's so important that I need to also remind you and remind myself that I need to be more vocal and more opinionated when it comes into my own craft and my own art. And sometimes I hate, I don't want to use the word hate. What I want to do is use the word dislike. I dislike when I can't get the shot that I want because I don't have the right lens. And yes, I'm going to say this, the Sigma 1835 sometimes comes up short because when I want a little bit of extra width, I don't have it. And I was like, damn, I wish I had a 14. I just don't have a 14. But like I said, it's based on what I do with my own craft and just showing you guys. I just want to show you some more. Why is this not showing up? Come on. All right, doing stuff like this, with just 2 speed lights with no gels, wide open. But I did use one of those Gary Fong dorms, put it on top of the speed light, so it kind of bounces the light, but not too hard. So based on power, ladies and gentlemen, it's based on how you output that power on your speed lights, on your strobe. I can't tell you what to do, but this is my recommendations doing low-key photography. I do 1/8, 1/16, sometimes 1/32 of a second, 1/32 power on my speed lights. Why I'm saying second? Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? The point is, when I'm using my speed lights, I'm always like, no, that's not good. I need it to be lower. That's why wireless systems do work. Now TTL works for more like photography like this. Now getting a picture of a group of people together, and the speed lights on top of my camera, my dome is spreading that light nice and even, or 360 by the way. This is the point, and this is why I want you guys to really concentrate on when you actually are working for a client. Try to look and get as many photos, but don't over exceed on the photos. What I mean is, by you can capture photos that you never use, and you never use it to some point in time. I know I have just used photos from like 5 years ago, and now using them now. It's just weird. That's just me. I got tons of photos, but make sure your client sees that you're actively focused on trying to get angles and getting shots of different people, and this is how you're going to build your clientele. And clients can always say, hey, this guy really worked non-stop, really pushed hard, conversate with the people. He just didn't grab a photo and walk away. Talk to the people before you either take the photo or after the photo. Like, yeah, here's my card. Share. Always give out business cards. Gotta have business cards. So if you're going to an event and you're going to make money, number 1 rule is what, people? Have business cards. Number 2, be appropriate on time. 3, make sure you finalize contracts. 4, gear. 5, make sure you're ready. 6, make sure gear and your staff is ready if you hire staff. And 7 is just basically, you know, go out and have a good time and do well. And it shouldn't really, like, this should not bother you. But to me, if you're gonna watch content on YouTube that says, oh, this is why you're not gonna make it in photography, well, newsflash, don't believe that shit. Because in reality, everyone has, like I said in the beginning of this video, everyone has their own space in the world for their photography. Someone likes to do local stuff, just wants to do local stuff, makes plenty of money, doesn't need to be famous for it. But those are the photographers that are the most respected photographers, because they focus on community and art. And to me, doing portraits is great, but you miss out on a lot of things. And I noticed that when I was doing a lot of portraits, I was like, I need to stop doing portraits, get back into sports and get back into long exposures and night photography. And I realized that I can do all this and show and tell people how much photography has so many categories to make great amount of income from. You just gotta know how to do it right. And it's still taking me some time to do it right. There's no perfect way. There's no such thing as perfect. Don't believe that either. There's no such thing as a perfect camera. That's why, yes, we criticize cameras, but we don't criticize the fact that, like, these camera manufacturers are doing their best. But there are some camera manufacturers like Canon that just don't listen. Seriously, you guys don't fucking listen, Canon. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't listen, Canon. Here's the news. I'm gonna tell you right now, I watched several videos on the Z7 camera. And I'm going to tell you this right now. For any Canon shooter that's thinking about getting into EOS R, you better off with a freaking Nikon Z7. Let me explain why. One of the more important features is that, oh my god, it doesn't have N-Log, okay? But it has 422 10-bit externally out to an autonomous recorder, which is fucking amazing. Yes, amazing. Did you also know that the Z7 can actually track, and you can actually adjust in camera the focus speed for video and for portraits? What? Like in camera. That's like me taking my Sigma dog, placing my lens on the Sigma dog, booting up a software, and I have to do it through a software. This is built in camera, meaning that you can fiddle around with the speed of how you want to like focus or autofocus or focus speed. It's amazing. So I just watched that, Kyle's and Chelsea Norton's and everyone else's. I just watched it. So I do want to talk about why, if you are going to make money in photography, you want the good stuff, that's based on choice. Okay, I can tell you, hey, save your money and buy this. Okay, and it's based on you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just say, hey, these are the cameras that I think it's going to blow out. Canon EOS R is not going to sell as well as the Nikon Z7. You know why? The Nikon Z7 is such a more better practical camera, and this is Nikon's first try at a full mirrorless camera. Not even Sony couldn't pull this off this good the first time around when they came around with their first A7 cameras. Let's get facts straight. The A7 wasn't really likable. The A7R was likable. Now the A7 was a starting point. This is Nikon's starting point. So for Nikon to pull this kind of witchery and magic for this Z7 and Z6, I'm sorry, but this is a truly a good stepping stone for Nikon. I think Nikon is going in the right direction with this. Yes, there could be some minor tweaks and some firmware updates to tweak out some of the focus tweaking abilities, but this camera has so much features. It's better off, you guys. I'm sorry, Canon, but in Canon shooters that love Canon, I love Canon too. I love the color science. I love how it takes images, but that the crop factor that the Canon produces when shooting 4K. By the way, first of all, this shoots, the Z7 shoots. I'm gonna say holding my nuts in my hand, and I'm gonna stand up for this one with the peace sign. Like, that's how you do it, Nikon style. Canon, listen, get your head out your own ass and look at what Nikon did here. It's obviously 4K 60 frames and full frame is ideal. Why am I shooting 4K with a stupid ass 7 times or 1.8 times crop factor on my camera? Why am I shooting 4K? And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest with you, we saw the 4K footage from the Canon and the Nikon. The Nikon is much sharper by far. The Canon's is so soft. You kind of don't want to use the 4K on the Canons, but I didn't use it. I can't really say anything. This is what I have read, and everyone's making the same claim. Soft in 4K. Soft and 4K. Even 300 times zoom in, it's just soft. So what do you guys want to spend? You want to spend $4 on a Canon camera, or do you want to spend a little less and buy a Z7 or a Z6? It's your option, but I'm not pulling the plug for Nikon. I'm not pulling the plug for Sony. You have choices. The better right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, as the ThePandaPhotographer is gonna recommend these two: Z7, Z6, the Sony A7 III, the A9, A6500 for APS. But the king of APS-C right now is that Fuji X-T3. Let's bring that up here. Fuji, hey Fuji, Fuji film. Okay, let's go to the website. I think this is the website, yep. So let's go to the website, let's go to products, go to cameras. Oh, that's the XH1, sorry. My bad. Okay. Camera. Okay, that's weird. X T3. This fucking Americanized keyboard. Come on. Internet. Wow, the internet here in the States suck. So slow. I'm so used to like internet speeds in like Europe and Japan, so it's like it's fast. But this is the king of APS-C sensors right now. It does everything you need to do, and guess how much it costs? Less than $1,600. Wow, less than $1,600, and it shoots 4K. Yes, it doesn't need to crop. Beautiful images. Yes, I don't have any lenses for this, so if I was to win this, I wouldn't actually use it because I don't have a lens and I don't have money to spend on some gorgeous as Fuji lenses. But hey, anyone want me to test the camera, I would love to if I ever win one. But I'm better off with a Sony because I can adapt my A mount lenses to E mount using the A to E mount adapter, and then for me that adapter works. I don't care what any Sony shooter says. I don't want to hear it from these new Sony shooters. I've been shooting A mount for too long to know that that adapter works pretty damn well. Done. In the discussion, I'm an A mount shooter. I'm a Nikon shooter. I love all cameras, but I don't love a hater when it comes down to the same brand. And that, you E mount shooters, some of you guys do downplay A mount because A mount paved the way for E mount. Why do you think Sony brought the Minolta line? But anyways, I just want to show you all this stuff and also finish up and talk about the end result of making money and progress for your photography. Keep in mind, the most important thing that you need to do is respect yourself at all costs. For me, I'm going through a lot of shit right now, and I went from moving out of Japan to moving to Paris to moving to the States to moving back to Japan. Now I'm just like everywhere trying to make money. I'm on my grind and I'm trying to make money to survive, and you know what, if I don't have it, I don't have it. That's why I'm being so patient with life itself, and that's what you got to be, patient. And photographers, you guys need patience. And a lot of you seem that you can get uptight about someone sharing content on Facebook. This is why I don't want to be part of Facebook groups anymore, because you guys kick out the wrong people. Like for me, I got kicked out the group just sharing a camera strap video just to share experience and what to avoid, to show other photographers, hey, you might want to avoid this product, here's why. This guy comes on there, starts saying some bad stuff like, oh, this is clickbait, blah blah blah. Dude, that was not my intention. I don't even post on the group that often. Why are you hating? Stop. We need to start sharing it. This is what's wrong with the foundation of photography. Everyone, it's too much hate going on. Should be some love. Damn. And I'm just sick of it. If you guys can't share love, stay the fuck away from me as far as possible. I'm sorry to use language, but I'm telling you right now, you do not want to get in a confrontation with me because I don't like negative people. And you're bringing that stuff towards, say I'm with a bunch of photographers, which happened, and guy brought all the negativity because I wouldn't give him or wouldn't buy him cigarettes. What's going on? And that's New York for you. That's New York. But I digress. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that this has been a little longer, but I wanted to live stream this. So this is documented. This is on record. So you guys have a better understanding that the ThePandaPhotographer is just a normal person trying to make, just to live day by day, just like all of you trying to live day by day. YouTube doesn't pay quite enough. They keep filtering my channel where I can't. It takes a while for people to see it. I wish people can see it now so they can like, oh, this guy just posted a video. Because my Instagram following is just, it's getting hot right now. It's just getting hot right now, and I'm going to show you right now. It's getting hot. Panda, and I'm going to go back. So as you can see, my Instagram is just too hot right now. Like, I shouldn't have that many followers. And every time I delete followers, I delete accounts that are not actually authorized. And this is where I get more of my clients from too, guys. Instagram. So make sure that you're posting good content. You're posting content about yourself, what you do, live stream sometimes on Instagram or IGTV if you wanted to do that, but that's up to you. But as you see, doing promotions and like, look at that, doing promotions. I got 260 likes for this one. Doing promotions, 206 likes for that one. That's odd. A lot of sixes. What's going on here? I don't like fours. But yeah, this is what I've been doing. So you guys can see, nothing really amazing. Doing editorial stuff for other people and working on other people's stuff and showing people that, like, I'm a great retoucher, I'm a great editor, I'm a great YouTuber, I'm a great friend. But with that said, everyone, thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing the content. If you guys want to make sure that you are subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell icon in the corner. Let's go to the YouTube page. It should be in the corner somewhere. Yeah, it should be in the freaking corner somewhere. Yeah, that right there. You should get notifications every time. I don't know why this new YouTube thing they doing right now, they're messing it up. I don't know what YouTube is doing, but they're just screwing things up. But with that said, everyone, I am the Panda Photographer, and I really want you guys to support the channel by hitting that PayPal donation link if you guys want to support what I do here as a photographer and as a child photographer. I really appreciate it. You guys go to the bottom website, PayPal donations right there, easy to go to. But other than that, with that said, you guys have a good week. It's Monday, so eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Happy shooting.